But now don't go anywhere because you've got another segment here that I want to take care of, and that's the completion of your build along of your coffee factory.
When I put the building together, finally, I always like to put two walls, a front and a side, and a back, and a front and the other side. And if you always have, if you build it that way, you also notice it's also on a glass cutting board, and I have taped a carpenter square to it. And by putting the two sides against the carpenter square and using some machine blocks against this to keep everything straight, you're going to get a perfect right angle, and you're going to get it. It's going to be vertical. That's the key. Make sure that you have right angles and everything is vertical. And I did the same thing over here. This kit is a little different because of the way it's constructed. And that's explained in the instructions. I won't go into it here right now, but again, the idea is to keep everything vertical and perpendicular. And I've done that using the cutting board and a flat piece of glass here, which is that helps. This building is also set on a foundation, which we built in the very beginning. One of the things to remember is that there's going to be a little reveal inside. The brickwork is flush with the edge of the foundation on the outside. And again, I have placed it on the foundation, and I have used these nice little bars to hold it in place. And I have used super glue for this whole thing. And I just run it along the seam, like along here, and let capillary action suck it into the joint. I use the liquid super glue in spots like this, and also down the sides of the building. And you also see here, I've added another layer of brickwork to the inside of the roof line. And that's because we have a nice cornice over the roof. And let's see here. I don't think it shows up in this one. Anyway, that covers up the cornice, and you can see the bricks. The bricks will be above the roof when we get that done. We're doing the roof next, and that's easy. That's made out of heavy art card. It was supposed to be black on both sides and black all the way through, but got the wrong thing by mistake. It doesn't matter, but just know that the white side goes up because each side is slightly different, and it can only go on. You only want to put it on the way that it's shown, so be careful about that, because there's slots in here for the other things that go on the roof. And the roof is tar paper, and there are guides that show you how to line up one strip against the other one. Again, liquid super glue is applied, and this roof just fits up underneath. It fits up, you put the roof in from below, and it fits up underneath those pieces that we added to the back side of the roof. And it'll make more sense when you're actually working on the kit. Here's the cupola. Not the cupola. This is the elevator penthouse. That's pretty simple. I won't go into any detail there. Let's see. And then we also have, this is the final bit. This is what the penthouse looks like when it's done. Again, it gets tar paper strips. They're peel and stick. The cupola is this simple here. It's supposed to represent concrete and slotted vents. And you can see here, here's the roof. And here is the nice brickwork that lines the inside of the roof. And then here's the cornice. You can see this doesn't have a cornice here, but this is a cornice right there. And here's how that all goes together. It's a chimney cap with two little pipes. And we also have a little bit of overlap here so that you can see it's like they just extended the tar paper up here. And this little porch is easy enough to build. Just like that. It's a very simple thing, but it adds so much detail to it. And I know I rushed through this, but we're short for time. So if anybody has any questions, I'll answer those on an email or in a phone call. Okay, back to you, Jim.
Well, Dennis, I tell you, I'm really impressed with your structure. Most of all, I'm impressed with your instructions. When you and I have talked at length privately about the importance of instructions for a kit to really be buildable by a modeler. And I got to hand it to you. I'm really impressed with the instructions that you've included in your kit. And thanks so much for doing this for us. We really appreciate it.
Hey, thank you, Jim, and thanks for everybody who's tuning in. I'm looking forward to the next shows, and this is your program, as Jim says. So if anybody has anything to add to what I'm doing, let me know.
Fantastic, Dennis. You have a good evening. Thank you.
All right. You too. Bye.